Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your gracious attention. Locale photo is my prior trip to Osaka Castle, called Osaka Jo, located in port city of Osaka, western Kansai district of Japan. Photo depicts twilight during springtime, with Osaka Castle in background, and blooming sakura florals abound on trees in forefront. A major annual Japan O Hanami flower viewing event. Instead of reciting standard tourist venue for Osaka Castle, a little Japanese history at bequest of some attendees. Osaka Castle is quite iconic to the final reunification of Japan after over 100 years of civil war amongst rival samurai clans during the late 15th through early 17th centuries. Japan called this era Sengoku Jidai, or Age of the Warring States. Now, anyone with fluency in Japanese history will know certain samurai personality names reverberate from 400 years past, all related to Osaka Castle in one way or another. Samurais including famed Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. This is what transpired 400 years ago. Oda Nobunaga was a regional warlord called Daimyo. Title literally means great surname. But he was strategically practical via reliance on both the warrior samurai caste, augmented by conscription of non-warrior caste, such as local merchants and farmer personnel. These men were armed with muskets, firepower purchased from Dutch and Portuguese colonial powers in region. By 1580s, Oda leveraged his shrewd tactics, samurai warrior caste, and this musketry firepower in destroying majority of rival samurai clans, hence commenced the reunification of Japan under one singular military governor rule, formerly titled Taishogun. Unfortunately for warlord Oda, he was ambushed and killed by his own samurai retainer named Akechi Mitsuhide in 1582 at Honnoji Temple Complex, Kyoto, Japan, some 20 miles away from Osaka. One rationale for this Akechi samurai betrayal is that Akechi gave his mother as hostage when he besieged a rival samurai castle as a gesture of goodwill. However, since warlord Oda was Akechi's master, Oda saw immediate opportunity for a surprise assault. As a result of this offensive, Akechi's mother was put to the sword for this deceit. Thus, Akechi sought revenge for his mother's death. Although we in the West read about unwavering samurai loyalty, harsh truth is that true unwavering loyalty was few, for it was common practice for samurai chieftains to be opportunistic during wartime and switch sides in the middle of battle. Hey, what's the old saying? There is nothing more honorable than victory, even in our own modern era amongst rival nation states, be it US, Russia, China, or France. Back to our Osaka castle story. With death of warlord Oda, his other loyal samurai retainer named Toyotomi Hideyoshi, with his army, chased down Akechi's army, and the latter was killed in battle 1582 at Yamazaki, a region to the east within Osaka Prefecture locale. Given this battle and strategic location of Osaka Port City, warlord Toyotomi commenced building of Osaka Jo, or Osaka Castle, in 1583. Therefore, Toyotomi Hideyoshi became the new grand daimyo warlord on cusp of Japan reunification, finally completed some 8 years later in 1590. Warlord Toyotomi was also the daimyo that launched invasion of feudal Korea and formally established feudal laws that only the samurai warrior caste can carry swords. Common caste members, merchants and farmers, cannot own or carry a sword in public. It was a way to disarm the general public to prevent future rebellions, whether you like it or not. Toyotomi himself and his clan did not end well. In 1595, Toyotomi executed the entire family of his nephew, Toyotomi Hidetsugu, on accusation of insurrection to seize power from him. This event significantly undermined his authority throughout the extended clan structure. By 1598, Toyotomi was about to meet his mortal demise from a prolonged illness. Thus, he summoned his loyal samurai retainer Tokugawa Ieyasu and extracted a deathbed promise from him that Tokugawa would elevate and support his 5-year-old son Toyotomi Hideyori as next Kampaku imperial counselor. This Tokugawa did promise, only to renege when opportunity arose. 2 years later, in 1600, in one massive finale battle at Shikigahara in central Japan, Tokugawa and his samurai allies vanquished all remaining rival samurai opponents. After 100 plus years of warfare, the Sengoku Warring States era came to an end as Japan was formally reunified. Tokugawa Ieyasu, as supreme military commander and possessing Minamoto blood lineage, claimed the Tai Shogun title. And since he already commanded the entire military, there was no need for an imperial counselor position. Thus, Toyotomi's surviving son, Hideyori, was politically and militarily pushed to the side. Albeit, as daimyo by pedigree, Hideyori and his samurai in entourage was permitted to remain in Osaka Castle as governing lord of the region. This only lasted a brief 14 years. When Hideyori came of age in his early 20s, some asserted he was too eager to reclaim his father's prestige, title, and power. For in 1614, during a grand Buddhist ceremony in old imperial capital Kyoto, commemorating installation of a great temple bell, Toyotomi Hideyori recited an honorary poem in this event, which quickly aroused Tokugawa Ieyasu's suspicion that Hideyori clandestinely prayed for death and destruction of the Tokugawa clan. Henceforth, Tokugawa ordered Toyotomi Hideyori to vacate Osaka Castle, which was a supreme loss of prestige and governing power. For a samurai daimyo without a castle is no better than a beggar on the street. Thus, Hideyori refused, and battle commenced as various disgruntled samurai flocked to Hideyori's side as mercenaries, while Tokugawa himself assembled his own samurai army for the assault. First battle of Osaka Castle came to a draw. Tokugawa forces were unable to overtake the castle keep, and with winter approaching, a truce was enacted. Tokugawa ordered his forces to withdraw, but kept a minor contingent to fill in the moat that surrounds Osaka Castle to prepare for future assaults. Hideyori leveraged this lull in combat and recruited more samurai mercenaries to his force, and obstructed the fill-in of Osaka moat, and instead ordered the moat to be reinstated and expanded. With both sides eager for combat, Tokugawa regathered his forces. In 1615, relaunched offensive against Osaka Castle, by which this offensive was a rousing success. Osaka defenses collapsed from superior numbers of Tokugawa troops. The castle itself was set ablaze and burnt to the ground. Toyotomi Hideyori and his mother both perished in the ensuing fire. Thus, the Toyotomi clan came to an end at Osaka Castle, seen above in locale photo. As a twist in fate would have it, the Tokugawa clan would rule Japan as hereditary Taishogun for the next circa 270 years until 1867, when it too politically collapsed as U.S. Commodore Perry and his black ships forced Imperial Japan to open its national borders to American commercial interaction. And all this is related to the locale photo you see before you at Osaka Castle for the past 400 years. If any party desire to reach me directly, my email address is displayed above. This is Leon, Uwe Lee, signing off.